At age 20, Sandra no longer walks among us as she lost her life on March 26, 2022 due to domestic violence somewhere in Utah. These empty shoes represent the names and dates of women, children, and men whose lives were taken in Utah as a result of domestic and dating violence.
Well, this display is in partnership with the Dove Center, and these are victims from our community and from the state of Utah who were victims of domestic abuse where they lost their lives.
The empty shoe exhibit at the Holland Building at Utah Tech University is a sad reminder that domestic violence is real and can end in tragedy and even death if not reported or taken seriously. Those who happened by the exhibit had feelings of sadness for the loss of life.
Honestly, it makes me want to cry right now. It's really sad. So many people lose their lives over, just wanting to get out of a situation that's toxic, and it's just really hard to see that. Even babies who, didn't even have a say of what they could do. And it's just, it's very upsetting and sad.
In Utah, 1 in 5 women and 1 in 7 men have experienced some form of severe physical violence by an intimate partner, and 22.7% of homicide victims died in a related incident. The Dove Center is a domestic violence shelter and resource center to help victims of abuse. Whether the abuse is happening to you or someone else, it's important to note the signs of domestic violence. And according to statistics, 43% of dating college women report experiencing violent and abusive dating behaviors.
Any red flag I see firsthand, it's just you need to cut it off if you see the first red flag, because if you don't, then something like this can happen to you. And everybody deserves to live. No one deserves to die.
Purple is the color representing domestic violence awareness, which people are encouraged to wear. Domestic violence hotlines in Utah receive an average of 15 calls every minute, with 1 death related to domestic violence each month.
Yeah, we're here for a campus tour, and we stopped by and saw these shoes, and it stopped us dead in our tracks. It's pretty sobering to see so many that have been killed by domestic violence, and it's really sad to see the tiny little shoes, and it kind of breaks me up inside to think that these women didn't have a way out or a way away. And I think we need to spread awareness for sure, and be advocates for these individuals, a safe haven for them.
This display is also meant to teach others on how to offer support if they know someone who may be experiencing abuse.
I've met people, I've known people, and fortunately, most people I know have gotten out of it, but and thank God, looking at this, seems like it could have been a lot worse. So.
It brings awareness to students, and they seek help as a result of the displays here. We've had many instances where students come to us following one of these events. Dating violence, sexual assault go hand in hand with domestic abuse, which is why we talk about it on college campuses. But it does happen here. That's one of the common comments that we get from people. I had one last night. Well, this doesn't happen here, does it? Well, yes, it does. It happens everywhere and in every community, including our local area.
A candlelight vigil will be held outside the clocktower on campus Tuesday, October 18th at 6:30 p.m. to share more information on this topic.
It's in remembrance of those who have lost their lives due to domestic abuse, but also to think about those who are impacted, which includes advocates, law enforcement, and the victims themselves.
From Utah Tech University, Melissa Anderson, Community Education News.